Have you ever wondered why some people seem to receive incredible opportunities and blessings while others give up too soon? The answer often comes down to one simple but powerful virtue: patience. Every moment we share here is an opportunity to learn, grow, and apply wisdom to our lives. I am Lolo Adam. Today, we're exploring the topic of patience, and I believe the truths we uncover together will resonate directly with your journey. In this video, we'll unveil how this character can transform your mindset, open unexpected doors, and lead you to the results you've been praying and working for. But here's the catch: most people quit right before the breakthrough happens. That's why I want you to stay with me until the very end, because I'll be sharing a powerful example that could completely shift the way you approach waiting and challenges in your own life. By the time you finish this video, you won't just understand why patience matters. You'll also discover how practicing it can position you for success, peace, and blessings beyond what you imagined. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's waiting for you at the end. So, let's get started. 1. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly. Proverbs 14:29. These verse reminds us that patience is a mark of wisdom, while impatience and anger reveal foolishness. A person who shows this nature has an understanding because they take time to think before reacting, allowing them to handle situations calmly and with discernment. On the other hand, a quick-tempered being acts on impulse, often making poor choices that lead to regret and conflict. This teaches us that this disposition is not just about waiting. It's about responding with wisdom, self-control, and a clear mind, which brings peace instead of unnecessary trouble. Figure this: David was working in an office where deadlines were always tight and stress levels ran high. One afternoon, a co-worker made a mistake that caused David's project to be delayed. His first instinct was to snap and confront the co-worker angrily, but he stopped himself. Instead, David took a deep breath and chose to patiently ask what went wrong. By listening calmly, he realized the mistake was unintentional and could be fixed quickly with teamwork. Had David given in to anger, the situation could have escalated into an argument, damaging both the relationship and the work environment. But because he responded with patience, the atmosphere remained peaceful, and his co-worker even thanked him for his understanding. Together, they solved the issue faster than expected. This character allows us to think clearly and respond wisely, while impatience only leads to unnecessary conflict and regret. Choosing this style in stressful moments not only resolves problems more effectively, but also strengthens relationships and creates tranquility. 2. Proverbs 15:18. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. These message teaches us that losing our temper only fuels arguments and makes situations worse, while patience has the power to bring order and calm even in tense moments. A hot-tempered person reacts quickly and harshly, which stirs up unnecessary conflict and damages relationships. On the other hand, someone who practices this quality can de-escalate anger, promote understanding, and guide conversations toward resolution instead of division. It reminds us that this disposition is not passive. It's an active choice to bring serenity instead of chaos. Imagine this: Lorna was at home when her two children began arguing loudly over a toy. Frustrated from a long day at work, she felt the urge to shout and end the fight quickly. But instead of giving in to her temper, she paused, gathered herself, and gently asked each child to explain their side. By composedly listening, she was able to help them share the toy and play together comfortably. If Lorna had acted impulsively in response to provocation, the children might have cried harder, felt resentful, or even fought more. But her temperament allowed her to guide them into understanding and cooperation. The tense atmosphere quickly turned into laughter, and the children learned the value of sharing and resolving problems without yelling. Patience has the power to cool down the storms, whether in a family, workplace, or friendship. Selecting harmony instead of anger not only resolves conflict, but also builds stronger bonds and sets a positive example for others. 3. Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. Proverbs 16:32. These words highlight that true strength is not found in physical power or grand achievements, but in the ability to control oneself and remain patient. A warrior may conquer cities, but a considerate person demonstrates even greater victory by mastering their emotions, impulses, and reactions. Self-control requires inner discipline, wisdom, and maturity, which are far more valuable than outward success gained through force. It reminds us that the greatest battles are often within ourselves, and those who win them through understanding and self-moderation are the truly powerful. Take this example. Jonathan was an athlete training hard for a championship. In practice, he often got frustrated when things didn't go his way or when his teammates made mistakes. One day, after losing an important match, he felt an intense urge to lash out in dismay. First, he took a moment to breathe, held back his emotions, and decided to encourage his team rather than blame them. His placidity not only lifted their spirits, but also helped them focus on improving together. Had Jonathan exploded in an outburst, his teammates would have felt discouraged and divided. His cool and composed personality, however, turned a disappointing moment into an opportunity for growth. Over time, this earned him high regard as both a player and a leader, because people saw that his toughness was not only in his physical skills, but also in his ability to manage his emotions. Real victory doesn't come from defeating others, but from mastering ourselves. Patience and self-control allow us to handle challenges wisely, earn respect and advancement, proving that inner discipline is greater than any outward conquest. 4. Proverbs 19:11. A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. This information shows us that wisdom and patience go hand in hand, because a wise person understands the value of not reacting to every offense. Instead of holding grudges or responding harshly, they prefer to rise above insults and hurtful actions. Overlooking an offense doesn't mean ignoring justice, but rather showing maturity and composure by not letting small agitations steal our peace. It is honorable to forgive and let go, because it reflects resiliency and leads to healthier relationships and a peaceful life. Picture this. Samantha was scrolling through her social media when she noticed a hurtful comment someone had left on her recent post. At first, she felt the urge to reply immediately and defend herself with sharp words. But after thinking it through, she decided not to respond in annoyance. Rather, she expressed letting go and focusing on the supportive backup from friends and family. By overlooking the negative remark, Samantha avoided starting an unnecessary argument online. Later, the person who made the comment privately apologized, admitting they were having a bad day and took it out on her. Because Samantha showed her endurance and adulthood, the situation ended smoothly instead of spiraling into conflict. Wisdom helps us know which battles are worth fighting and which ones we should simply let go. Picking to overlook offenses shows courage, prevents worries, and often leads to reconciliation, while reacting in irritability can damage relationships and cause more harm. 5. Proverbs 25:15. Through forbearance, a ruler can be persuaded, and a gentle tongue can break a bone. It instructs us in the incredible power of fortitude and kind words. It teaches that persistence and serene communication can achieve what coercion or rage cannot. Even people in positions of authority or power can be influenced when approached with this trait, proving that kindness is stronger than aggression. A gentle tongue doesn't mean weakness. It means using wisdom, softness, and to win hearts, change minds, and open doors that harshness would only close. Think about this. Michael worked in a company where his manager was known for being strict and difficult to convince. One day, Michael had an idea that could improve their team's workflow, but he knew presenting it callously or forcibly would only cause resistance. As a choice, he patiently waited for the right time and calmly explained the idea with diplomacy, showing how it would benefit the whole team. At first, the manager was hesitant and seemed uninterested, but because Michael remained eager and spoke gently, the manager listened. Over time, he began to see the value of the idea and eventually approved it. The change made work easier for everyone, and Michael gained his manager's trust for the future. These qualities, combined with kind, respectful communication, can open doors that invasion and hostility cannot. True influence doesn't come from pushing harder, but from speaking wisely and waiting for the right moment. Gentleness has the power to persuade, while patience keeps the door open for change. We've seen how these traits are described in Proverbs, from soothing conflicts to showing true strength, to avoid resentment, and even persuading with kindness. Each verse reminds us that patience isn't just holding back, it's wisdom in action. Now, as I promised earlier, let me share with you a powerful example that brings all of this together. Consider a farmer planting seeds in his field. He doesn't dig them up the next day to see if they're growing. Instead, he waters them, cares for the soil, and waits for the right season. At first, nothing seems to happen above the ground, but underground, roots are spreading, foundations are forming, and life is preparing to break through. Eventually, the harvest comes, far greater than what he planted. Our lives work the same way. When we choose endurance, even when we can't see results, something is happening beneath the surface. Growth is taking place, character is being built, and blessings are being prepared for the right time. Just like the farmer, if we remain tenacious and faithful, the harvest we've been waiting for will come, and often in ways greater than we could imagine. Patience is never wasted. It shapes our character, strengthens our faith, and prepares us for the blessings ahead. Just like the farmer who waits for the harvest, we are reminded that growth takes time, and the best things in life are worth waiting for. At this moment, I want to hear from you, because your story can inspire someone else who might be struggling with patience right now. Can you think of a time when patience completely changed the outcome of a situation in your life? What did you learn from it? Whatever it is, feel free to drop it below in the comments. I'd love to read your insights and experiences, and perhaps those who read it will imitate what you do and help them. And if this content encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue learning and growing together.